Okay, the Pythagorean Theorem. All right, just a few little reminders before we start this. If you have a circle is made up of 360 1-degree angles. A straight line, okay, if you were to measure the angle here, is half of a circle. It's 180 degrees. Okay, this angle right here, you know that the square right here indicates that it is a perfect 90-degree angle. You will not see that square in the corner unless it is a 90-degree angle. Any angle smaller than 90 degrees, it's so cute. It's called an acute angle. And this is a big, fat, obtuse angle, larger than 90 degrees, okay? Just a side note, every single triangle in the whole wide world, whether they're right triangles or any other kind of triangle, if you add up all of the angles, which there would be 3 in a triangle, it is going to have 180 degrees, okay? So just like a flat line here, if you take your triangle and unfold it all the way. Okay, but now we're talking about triangles, specifically right triangles. And we can tell that this is a right triangle because it has this square right here in the corner. A few things before we start. Let's talk about the names of these things, which you probably know, but we have legs, and now we're not talking about angles, but we're talking about the sides of the triangle. So the two sides of the triangle that make either side of this 90-degree angle, these are called the legs of the triangle. And for our formula, which we'll talk about in just 1 minute, it does not matter which one of these you select as A and B. You can put A here and B here, or vice versa. It does not matter. What does matter, though, is that the side directly opposite of this we label as C. Okay, this is called the hypotenuse, E-N-U-S-E, the hypotenuse. You may want to write this down. Okay, and this is what you need to know about the hypotenuse. This is very important, okay, because they may not even draw a picture for you on the test, okay? This hypotenuse is always, always, always the longest side, okay? Longest side on a right triangle, that is, okay? So they have given you in number 48 the formula here, which is the Pythagorean theorem. And it says that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And if you will go back to our order of operations, I want you to remember really quickly, okay, that the opposite of addition, or the inverse operation of addition, is subtraction. That's easy. Nope, I lost my focus. Okay, the opposite of multiplication is division. But what is the opposite of some number squared? Well, the opposite of a number squared is the square root. Don't forget, we also have things like cubed roots, but we're not talking about that here for this Pythagorean theorem. Okay, number 48. The longest side of a triangle, here we are, they didn't even give us a photo with this one, okay, no little drawing. The longest side of a triangle is 10 units long. So we should remember that where are we going to put this? A, B, or C? We're going to put it in C. That means it is the hypotenuse because it's the longest side. It's 10 units long, okay? I'm going to rewrite this. A squared plus B squared equals C squared because I like my own handwriting. Okay, C is going to be 10, so 10 squared equals, and the shortest side is 6 units. It does not matter if we put this 6 for A or B. Does not matter. If the largest angle in the triangle is 90 degrees, this is just telling you it is a right angle, or a right triangle, excuse me. What is the length of the remaining side? So we are going to solve for B, this remaining side that we do not see. All right. You can use your calculator for this, but I happen to know these. 6 squared is 36 plus b squared, we don't know that one yet, equals 10 squared, which is 100. All right. And then you are going to solve this just like an equation, which we're going to, first thing, we're going to subtract 36 from both sides. That cancels and leaves me with b squared equals 100 minus 36 happens to be 64. All right, now we have to consult our, what in the world is the inverse operation of a number squared? It is the square root. So we are going to do the square root here to cancel that out. B equals the square root of 64 is 8. A. All right. Question 33. This one is a little tricky, okay? But we can do it. The diagram above shows a ladder of the length x, so this right here would be the ladder, leaning against a wall. Which of the following expressions represents the value of x in feet? Okay, so we're going to use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We know that this is a right angle right here, so this must be a right triangle. Okay, and we don't know x, that is clearly the hypotenuse, so we're going to be looking for c. Okay, and it's asking for what x equals here. All right, a squared is, it does not matter if you put 6 or 8 here, we're just going to pick one. 6 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared. Okay, and they have not solved any more for those square roots, so I'm going to leave it just like that. And I have to know that to get rid of the squared here, okay, we're going to do the square root, and that will cancel. That says, so then the square root of 6 squared plus 8 squared equals the hypotenuse, and that's what they're looking for, x. The answer is B.